Let me tell you something that took me years to figure out. Talent, skill, experience, those aren't the things that make you win. Those are just what you need to get to the bottom of the starting point, where everyone else who did the work is standing too. Let me show you what I mean. From 16 to 22, I competed in martial arts tournament, 1 to 2 times a month, every month. I trained obsessively, thousands of kicks, hours sparring, training and refining. Every spare second I had, I was kicking and punching. Then I'd travel to the tournament, spend the money, spend the time, and a fighting round lasts 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All that work, all that preparation, all that training comes down to 2 minutes. And if you lose fast, it's even less. I was doing everything right, and I was losing more than I was winning. So we studied what the actual winners did, not what good fighters did, what the people who won first place did consistently. My instructor filmed the rings for my level, below my level, and above my level, and we studied the winners specifically. Then I modeled what they did and added my own personality to create distinction, because if everyone does what the winners do, everyone starts looking the same. Distinction is what separates you from the people who studied the same winners that you did. And I started winning more, about 70% of the time. Then I hit another wall, still not winning consistently enough for me, so we studied again. And here's where it gets interesting. The next solution had nothing to do with skill, nothing to do with technique, nothing to do with training. It was political. You see, judges have a bias toward people they know. So at every tournament, I was required to do 2 things: introduce myself to every single judge, and then ask them what I needed to do to score higher. Now, my first thought was, this is bullcrap. Winning should not be tied to politics, because I hate politics. But I tried it anyway, and I'll be damned. It worked. That changed my perspective on everything. And that's when I realized what those walls actually were. I call it the cutting edge of my personal evolution. The place you can only reach by using everything you have, and it's still not being enough. Most people hit that place and think it's their limit, but it's not their limit. It's just the boundary of what they currently know. The solution is always on the other side. It might just not look like what you expected. And boy, was it frustrating to hit those walls. But I had a standard that kept me from quitting in those moments of frustration. I will do whatever it takes. No rules on how I think. No restrictions on methods. I will figure out how to win. And what I learned from all that is you don't ever really hit your limit. You hit the edge of what you know right now. Those are not the same thing. And the gap between them is where your next level lives. Subscribe for more.